Hi, this is Brad with Total Upkeep, and I wanted to make a quick video. Hopefully, it's quick for looks like it's CPR Computing. They're using Total Upkeep, and they're trying to transfer a relatively large site, a 5.4 gig backup file. They're trying to transfer it with Total Upkeep, and they're having some trouble. So, we're trying to figure out exactly what the error message is because that's going to help. But before we do that, I wanted to just quickly show off alternatives on how you can transfer this site. Now, normally, um, let's say if this is the old site, I'd make a backup and I'd go to View Details, and then I'd get the download link. And this gives me a link that I can copy, and I can go to my new site and just hit Upload Backup and paste in that URL. Anyways, paste it in and upload it. And that will do that'll take care of the download or upload for you. So, but in this case, it's a 5+ gig file, and it's not working as expected. So I'm gonna just delete this backup. But so I guess two alternatives. One would be to use FTP, and another would be to use SSH. So I'm on my old site, and we're going to do FTP first. So if we do download to local machine, that's going to go ahead and download the backup file, and we'll wait a minute for that to finish. But while that's downloading, we'd want to make sure we open up a FTP client and connect to our new site, and make sure we've got a backup folder. In this case, it's Bulgard_backup. So here's my backup, and I'm just going to drag it over to the backup folder, and that's uploading it right now. It's roughly 13 megs, and okay, it's done. So when we go to our new site and we refresh, it doesn't show up, and the reason is because of the name of the backup. So if you go to Upload Backup, and there's a section here that says how large file you need to upload, it'll give you your Total Upkeep ID. So if you copy that ID, and you're gonna have to rename the backup. So you'll see something that looks similar in here, and see, you know what? I'm not sure if it's either of these. But anyways, it's going to be one of these. You'll have to rename it. And once you do that, if you come back to your backups page, it now sees it. Okay, so that's one way to do it. So I'm going to delete that so we can do the second way. Okay. So the second way would be to use SSH. And again, now we're on the old site, and we've got this download link. So if you're familiar with SSH, right now I'm logged into my account, and I'm just gonna do a wget and download that backup file. Oh shoot. All right, so that's not gonna work because I'll tell you why. Because this site is protected by StackPath, and we're basically making an HTTP call, and StackPath is trying to validate the call with some JavaScript. So that's not going to work, but I don't want to start the video over. Anyway, so you could do a wget and download the backup, and you would do the same thing. You would just go to your new site and find this Total Upkeep ID, rename it, and you'll have your backup. So just to kind of recap, at CPR Computing, you're trying to transfer a 5.4 gigabyte file. In our dev environments, we generally don't have any limits, and we don't really run into issues. But in a real life scenario, this can and does and is happening. So without an error message, before we get that, what I would recommend is using either FTP to transfer the backup file, or if you have SSH access, you can do that as well. Um, and Yep. So I hope this helps. If it doesn't, let me know. Thanks.